Welcome back to the Manley Center. I'm Cam Crossett for the start of this men's basketball contest between Baltimore City and CCBC Catonsville. Take a look at both squads. For the men's team, the Cardinals come into this contest 6-14, a 2-7 conference record with wins against Westmoreland and Hagerstown. They're averaging 73.5 points per game. 44% from the floor, 25% from the beyond the arc, 67% from the stripe, and averaging 13 assists per game. And coming off of a 3-game losing streak to Garrett, Anne Arundel, and Potomac State. Caught up with Coach Prelo earlier today. He said this one is a big matchup for us. We got to get back on track. We got to get back to winning. He said the frustration is mounting inside the locker room, and it's starting to show out in the court. And Baltimore City is one of Catonsville's largest rivals, being just 13 miles away from each other in the heart of Baltimore. And on the other side, for Baltimore City, their head coach is Montoya Wooten. Wooten and his squad, they got a young team. 4 sophomores, 2 with playing experience, and the other 2 are freshmen.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Catonsville campus of the
Baltimore City is 3-16 overall. They're 0-11 in conference. They've yet to have a conference win this season. Their last game was against Delaware Tech at home on January 22nd, where they picked up the win 71-60. We'll send it down to the scores table with lineups. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. Take a look at the lineups for both squads. Starting with 4 guards and a forward are the Cardinals. Jaden French, a 6'2" guard from Odenton, Maryland. Cam Hayes, a 6'1" point guard from Baltimore. Alpha Thiem, a 6'2" guard from Guyana. Messiah Anderson, a 6'3" guard from Brooklyn, New York. And at the 5 spot, Yasir Supreme, a 6'6" forward from Baltimore. On the other side for Baltimore City, they've got 3 forwards and 2 guards. At the guard spot, a 6'3" first year from Upper Marlboro, Jamar Payan. And a 6'2" guard from Owings Mills, Maryland, Gabriel Bird. At the forward spot is a 6'4" sophomore from Washington, D.C., Anthony Baker. A 6'4" forward from Gromsburg, Netherlands. And a 6'8" sophomore from Vanata, Finland, Albracha Sila and Jerome Fabian Spee. Tip-offs upon us inside the Manley Center. Yasir Supreme has possession for the Cardinals as they jump out to an early 2-0 lead. As this is a big game for both squads, but even more so for Catonsville. Talked about it in the open. They got to get back to their style of play. But Baltimore City has depth, and they have size. Average height on Baltimore City's squad is 6'6". They have 7 international players on their squad, as Bird has it for the Panthers. Out to Sila, and he's off for an easy 2 early. As French has it for the Cardinals. The Cardinals in their alternate grays and BCC in their road blacks. French has it now. Out to Supreme, over to Thiem. Thiem for 3. Bangs it in. Alpha Thiem off the bench, getting his first start of the season and nails the 3-pointer. Bird has it for the Cardinals. Bird with possession beyond the arc. Flips it out to Baker, over to Bird. Bird guarded by Thiem. Gabe Bird for 3. That's off. As Messiah Anderson has it now. He's a speedy guard. Puts it up. It's off. As he gets his own miss. Flips it out to French. Over to Hayes. Puts it up. Gets it to go. Nothing but net. As the Cardinals out for a 7-0 run. Baker lobbed it over the head of Fabian Spee. It's too strong. As checking in for the Panthers will be number 2, Jamari Siri. Siri, a 6-foot guard from London, England. Siri averages 13 points per game. And from the corner is Messiah Anderson. He's off. Coming down with it is Baltimore City. As Baker's got it. Out to Antonio Fliggins, who wears the number 4. Payne's got it for Baltimore City. Out to Baker for an easy 2. He's off. Spotting it up is Payne. Payne makes the Cardinals pay with a 2-pointer. 7-2, the score. Supreme in the post, flips it out to Hayes. Hayes to Anderson. Back to Hayes. Guarded by Payne. Hayes, cross pass to Anderson. Anderson to the rack between 2 Panther defenders. He's off. Thiem with the rebound. Thiem, little too strong, as the Panthers played good defense there. Also checking into the game for the Panthers is number 4, Antonio Fliggins. Fliggins, a 6-foot guard from Baltimore, Maryland. Averages 10 points per game. Checking in for the Cardinals will be number 30, Khalil Montgomery. Montgomery, a 6'1" guard from Baltimore, Maryland. As Fliggins has possession for the Panthers. Out to Baker. Over to Siri. Back to Fliggins. Fliggins finds Sila down low. He tried to push Hayes out of the way, but too strong as that pass goes out of bounds. Cardinals lead early 7-2. Montgomery with possession for the Cardinals. Oh, Cam Hayes thought it was hammer time, but didn't make it happen. As Siri over to Sila. Sila cross pass to Payne in the corner. Payne out to Fliggins. Fliggins is off. Supreme out and running. Anderson there. Anderson to the rack. Too strong, and the foul's called. Messiah Anderson will go to the free throw line. Anderson. A 63% free throw shooter on the season. It's the first one to go. He was previously 57 for 90, make that 58 for 91. Second one is off. Sila. Over to Anthony Baker. Score is 8-2. As Fliggins, foul called on him as he double dribbled. Supreme's got it for the Cardinals. Supreme to Montgomery. Strong pass to Anderson. Reverse layup is good. Messiah Anderson, 10-2 advantage. Sila's got it in the corner. Sila gets his own miss to the rack. Stolen away by Montgomery. Montgomery, strong outlet pass to Anderson for an easy two. He's got it. Messiah Anderson all over this Panther defense as they're up by 10. 12-2 advantage for the Cardinals. It's exactly what Coach Predlow wanted to start this game. They're controlling the boards, controlling the paint, limiting turnovers. Baltimore City's got to quiet things down. They already have 3 turnovers here. As they are not clicking offensively. That's something Coach Wooten emphasized in the pregame interview when I spoke with him, is that they want to get out early, and that means start passing the ball effectively and efficiently and getting those easy buckets, and that's something they've yet to find so far early on. On the other side, Coach Predlow, his message to me was, we just got to win, and that's exactly what they got to do. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They got to put it behind them. They had a rough 3 games. This is a big rival in Baltimore City, at home, in front of the fans on a Friday night. You got to get the big-time win. Siri over to Fliggins. Fliggins over to Payan, back to Fliggins. Fliggins over to Siri. Siri guarded heavily by Montgomery. Puts it up with the right hook. Gets it to go. French has it. French out to Montgomery. Back to French. Over to Montgomery. Back to Cam Hayes in the corner. Hayes guarded by Baker. Hayes lost the handle on it. Back into the arms of Baltimore City. Fliggins has it. Fliggins puts it up. He's short. As Montgomery has it now, he's settling things down. Montgomery out to Hayes. Hayes beyond the arc. Moves his feet too much, gets it back, and he gets it to go. So Hayes, 14-4 advantage, stolen away by Supreme. Supreme to the rack, pops off. Coming down with it is Payan for Baltimore City. Payan has it now, checking into the game for the Panthers is number 15, Baptiste Filippini. Filippini, a 6'5" winger from Sion, Switzerland. Filippini averages 4 points per game. As Cardinals out in front early. Cam Hayes will take a seat. Checking back in is Yasir Supreme. Out there as well for the Cardinals will be David McKay Samuels, a 6'7" forward from Newtown, Maryland, averages 3.5 points per game on the season. Montgomery with the inbound. Out to Supreme. Supreme down low. Over to Samuel, stolen away by Baltimore City. Siri's got it. Siri to the rack. He's got it to go. An easy two. As French, bad pass, gets stolen away to the rack. Is the Cardinals, as French has it now. French to Montgomery. Out to French. Anderson's got it now. Jaden French with a deep three, and the Cardinals are all over the Panthers early, 17-8. The Panthers have yet to find their footing early on here. They got to find it. They've got to find it quickly, or they're going to pay the price. As TJ Prelu and his staff is reading the defense well. They've done a great job preparing for this game. As Coach Prelo told me that this is a big game for them, and they've watched the film and they've done what they needed to do to hopefully get the win tonight. They're up early by 9, 17-8. 11:56 to play here in the first half. Checking back in for the Panthers will be Jamari Siri, as Siri has got it. Out to Payan in the corner. Payan, he's bumped by Supreme. As Fliggins will throw the inbound to Siri. Over to Fliggins. Fliggins from deep. He's off. French. Strong pass to Supreme down low. Supreme read it well. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery slips. Puts up the shot. Doesn't get it to fall. As Fliggins. Miscommunication from him and Siri. As Siri didn't see the pass coming. Back into the hands of Catonsville. And making the Panthers pay is Khalil Montgomery. 19-8 the score. Fliggins at midcourt, guarded by Montgomery. Fliggins over to Payan in the corner to Seidler. Siri over to Fliggins, he traveled. As yet another turnover for Baltimore City. That's now the Panthers' 5th turnover. Checking back in for the Cardinals will be Alpha Theum. And checking in for the Panthers will be number 1, Charlie Stoddard. Stoddard, a 6'2" guard from Hull, England, averages 2.5 points per game. As the Panthers have it now. A quick basket was made by Jaden French. As also checking into the game for the Panthers is number 5, Adrian Walls. Walls, a 6'2 guard from Huey, Maryland. Averages 8 points per game. Is coming down with the rebound for the Panthers. That time is Baptiste. And play is halted. There's a foul called on Baptiste. That's his first. As Supreme will throw the inbound. Back to French. French guarded by Stoddard. Out to Supreme. Supreme pops in the paint. He's got it. Nothing but net for Yasir Supreme. 23-8 Cardinals out in front. Payan out to Baptiste. Throw it to Stoddard. That's an errant pass, and that's a turnover. That's number 6 for Baltimore City. Stoddard with the inbound. Out to Baptiste. That's stripped. That's number 8. Hayes to the rack. Slams it down. Cam Hayes. Hammer time. 25-8. Baptiste. Reverse layup is good. As Hayes out to French. French over to Supreme in the paint. Pops it up. Doesn't go. Coming down with it is Walls. Walls with the rebound. 9:10 to play in the first half. Over to Siri. Siri to the rack. He gets it to go. So Baltimore City out with answers back with 2 quick possessions. As French has it now. French to the rack. Spins. Baptiste guarding him. French off. As Stoddard's got it. Cross pass to Siri. Siri spots up for a 3. He's off. Coming down with it is Walls. Back to Payan. Payan's there. He's kind of settled things down. 8 minutes to play. Payan. Out to Baptiste. Baptiste. Back to Walls for 3. Adrian Walls. No. 25-12 our score. A full team substitution for the Cardinals. McKay Samuels and Anderson and Supreme come back into the game. Cam Hayes. With possession now. Guarded by Payan. Hayes. Over to Supreme. Supreme in the post. Spins. A little too much on that one. As at the line is Yasir Supreme. Supreme, 58% free throw shooter, 44 for 75 on the season. Make that 46 for 76 as he gets the first one to fall. As coming down with the rebound is Antonio Fliggins. Fliggins, between 2 defenders, flips it out to Sean Nearson, who just checked into the game for the Panthers. Nearson misses. Montgomery's got it in the corner. Out to Supreme. He settles things down, spins. Out to Hayes. 7.5 left. Hayes. Supreme for 3. Off. Supreme was looking for his own miss, but Nearson picked it up. Nearson to the rack, guarded by Hayes. Hayes says, "Not in my house," as he swats that one away. As a foul was called on his way up. At the line for the Panthers will be number 22, Diallo Long. Before that miss was a 73% free throw shooter, 17 for 24 on the season. Long. Second one is good. Diallo Long, a 6'4" forward from Waldorf, Maryland. On the other end, Hayes tried a triple, and that didn't work. As Baltimore City's out and running now. Long put up the shot. But it wasn't good as he's fouled. He's back for the line. So Diallo Long gets another attempt. Cutting the deficit. They're down 14. Long. First one's good. 1 for 2 with the strike tonight. Second one is good. Anderson. Cross pass down low to McKay Samuels, and he finishes it off. 28-15. Fliggins with possession for Baltimore City. Cross pass to Long. Long thought about the shot. Flips it out to Nearson. Nearson for 2. Good. Montgomery. Out to Anderson. To the rack. Messiah Anderson. Good finish with it up and under. As Long has it. Over to Stoddard. Back to Long. Long. Out to Stoddard. Over to Fliggins. Fliggins guarded by Hayes. Antonio Fliggins with 12 on the shot clock. Flips it out to Nearson. To the rack goes Nearson. Up and under with the left hook. No good. Supreme comes down with it. Nearson swats it away. Fliggins quiets the crowd with a deep 3. Cuts the lead to just 10. Cam Hayes out to Khalil Montgomery. 5.5 to play in the first half. Hayes guarded by Stoddard. Out to Anderson. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery is shoved in the paint. Over to Anderson. A little too fancy on the moves there as Diallo Long floats it in on the other end for Baltimore City, as this is just an 8-point contest. Cam Hayes with possession. Hayes over to Anderson. Anderson cross pass to Montgomery. Montgomery stolen away underneath the basket. Nearson's got it. Walls out to Stoddard all alone. Charlie Stoddard, reverse layup, good! Charlie Stoddard pulling out all of the stops tonight as his team has come back now just down by 6. What a move by Stoddard. The guard from England says, "Welcome to America." As we got skills across the pond. As a timeout is taken. We'll be back to Catonsville in just a moment. Coach Prelo and his staff talking things over. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Cross it with you. Anderson's got it for the Cardinals as they lead by 6. Messiah Anderson guarded by Stoddard. Out to Cam Hayes, to Theum. Over to Anderson. In the Anderson, no. As Anderson will head to the free throw line. Messiah Anderson. Is 1 for 2 tonight, making it 1 for 3 as he misses the first one. Anderson's second one falls. 31-24 the score. Anderson 2 for 4 tonight at the line. Siri to the basket, up and under. No good. Supreme. Over to Hayes. Hayes to Anderson. Anderson boxes out Nearson. French looking for a lane with 4.5 to play. French out to Anderson. Back to Theum for a deep 3. He's off. Coming down with a rebound is Long. Long to Fliggins. Fliggins there. Guarded by Supreme. Fliggins to Long. Thought about the 3. Back to Fliggins. Over to Nearson. He traveled. Good defense there by the Cardinals, causing a miscommunication on the Panthers side of things, and that leads to a turnover. Baltimore City's up to 8 turnovers on the night. Cam Hayes over to French. French guarded by Payan, and it looked to be a reach-in foul by Payan. There was no call by the refs as Supreme down low puts in the basket. As Long has it for a deep 3. Diallo Long. No. Rebounding it is Stoddard. Stoddard over to Long, who's charging to the rack. No good. Supreme out to Alpha Theum. Theum to French. French in the paint. Puts it up with the left hook. He's fouled. As Coach Prelo calling his team over for a few words as French will get set and go to the line. French misses the first one. His first time of the stripe tonight. Coming into this contest, 80% free throw shooter. Gets the second one to go. 33-24. French is 1 for 2. Nearson's got it. Out to Wiggins. Back to Payan. Over to Fliggins. Fliggins in the paint. Good. Nothing but net for Fliggins. French at midcourt. Guarded by Fliggins. French to Hayes. Hayes at the NJCAA logo. Cross pass to Theum. Theum weaves around Stoddard. Puts it up, doesn't go. Supreme right there to clean up the miss. He's good. Yasir Supreme now up to 9. Fliggins out to Nearson. Back to Long. Back to Nearson. Thought about the 3. Puts it up. Doesn't go. Supreme right there with the rebound. Yasir Supreme with 2:19 on the shot clock. The game clock. Anderson back there. Finds Theum. Deep pass to French. Over to Theum. Over to Supreme. Supreme spins in the paint. Stoddard falls. No good. He has an easy lane to the hoop. Baltimore City's got it. Payan out in transition. And that foul's called. French with the foul. That's French's first foul. Taking a seat on the bench for Baltimore City is Sean Nearson. And Long with the ball for Baltimore City. Puts it in the basket. Hialo Long up to 7 points now. Leads all scorers for Baltimore City. Thiem. Cross pass to Hayes. Out to Supreme for a deep three. Good! Yasir Supreme with a deep three. Extends the lead 38-28. 90 seconds to play in the first half. It's a hard collision near midcourt between Long and McKay Samuels. Leads to a foul. A little too much there, apart from McKay Samuels, as the Panthers will get possession. Payan with possession. Payan over to Fliggins. Fliggins at midcourt. Fliggins out to Payan. Payan weaves around Hayes, passes it to Stoddard. Stoddard, nice move, pops in the paint, puts it up, rattles around, no good. McKay Samuels with the rebound for the Cardinals. Hayes has it now. Hayes out to Montgomery. Back to Supreme. Supreme. Ball goes out of bounds. And a turnover. Stoddard with possession for the Panthers. Out to Payan, over to Slya. Sadler got it. Cuts this to an 8-point game. Hayes at midcourt. He's got 6 on the night. Hayes to Supreme with the paint. Puts it up, puts it in. Extends the lead to 10. Stoddard all alone. Over to Payan. Back to Fliggins at midcourt with 19 on the shot clock. Long has it. Long. Heavily guarded by French. Long. Stops, pops, looks for Fliggins for 3. No good. As the horn sounds, Catonsville up by 10, 40-30. As both teams will head to the locker room. The Cardinals up in front by 10. Take a look at stats and leading scorers for both squads. We'll start with the Baltimore City Panthers. 7 points for Diallo Long. He leads all scorers. On the other side, Yasir Supreme leads with 14 points. Catonsville playing a good game defensively. They're doing a good job covering the Panthers' leading scorer. And Jorium Fabian Spee. Spee averages 23 points per game, and so far he has 0. And then the first half, and that's cause for concern for Baltimore City. They got to tighten things up on both sides of the ball. If Catonsville comes out firing in the second half, they should get this big-time conference win. So that's all we have for now in the first half. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. We'll be back in roughly 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Welcome back to Catonsville. I'm Cam Crossett. As the Cardinals are out in front by 10, 40-30. As they'll get the ball out of the halftime break. Payen with possession for the Cardinals. Out to Fliggins. To Anthony Baker. Back to Fliggins. Out to Baker. Over to Fabian Spee. Spee puts it up and puts it in. Spee, one of the 7 international players for Baltimore City. As French with possession now. Stoddard all over him. French has it. French too strong. The others on the other end, Baltimore City can't get that shot to go. But Payen puts it up. He can't get it to go. Hayes stepped out of bounds. Supreme throws the inbound to Hayes. Hayes to the rack. He's fouled on his way up. So he will shoot 2. Cam Hayes with 6 points on the night so far. His first appearance at the free throw line tonight. Hayes gets the first one to fall. Gets the second one to go. Stolen away there by Baltimore City. As that ball goes all the way to the exit doors in the Manley Center. As Supreme will throw in the inbound. It was a good attempt at swatting it away to no avail. As French pass to Hayes. Thiem for 3. Alpha Thiem, no good. Though in the inbound will be Jaden French. French. Stolen away by Payen. Payen to the rack. He's good. So Payen will head to the line. His first attempt at the stripe tonight. Payen, a 66% free throw shooter. Hits both of them. He's 2 for 2 at the stripe. 42-35 the score. Thiem over to Supreme. Supreme to French. French in the lane. Brings it out to Anderson, over to Thiem, back to French. French shoulders a man in the paint, can't get it to go. It's Baltimore City's ball. Fliggins has it for Baltimore City. Stolen away by Hayes. Hayes settles things down. He stops up for a 3. No good. Thiem with the rebound. Alpha Thiem over to Hayes. Foul called. Theum will go to the line, shoot 2. Timeout called by Coach Prelo. He's going to draw up a play and talk things over as his team leads by 7 early on in the second half. Take a look at the scoring totals. The leaders for Baltimore City is Jamar Payan with 9 points. On the other side for the Cardinals is Yasir Supreme with 14. Supreme and the Cardinals have done a good job at playing good defense, especially down late in that first half as Baltimore City found a way to get back in it, but not too much that it was a cause for concern for the Cardinals, since that's something that Coach Prelo talked about early on in the Open is they got to get out early, and they did. You know, they were out to a 7-0 scoring run early on, and they kept up the momentum. They kept up the pace of play. Baltimore City tried to find a way back into it, but they couldn't get it. They couldn't find a way to tie the game at least, but they've now cut it down to within 7. This is the smallest gap they've had so far today, so we'll see if the Panthers can get back to tying the game up and see if what the Cardinals can do when what Coach Prelo did in that halftime, and that timeout huddle, draw up a play, and as French lobs it up to Anderson, couldn't come down cleanly with it. It's shuffled around there underneath the basket. French with a shoulder to his defender doesn't get the basket to fall, though, is Payan with possession. Out to Fliggins, who was fouled. Fliggins at the line. First one does not go. Antonio Fliggins, 5 points on the night. First attempt at the free throw line. Second one doesn't fall. On the season, Fliggins, 82% free throw shooter. French has possession for the Cardinals. French out to Supreme for 3. Yasir Supreme sinks it from the corner. 45-35 our score. As Stoddard tried to get a hand on it, but it was stolen away by the Cardinals, and Montgomery to the rack. Alley-oop time. Not going to work. Baltimore City's out. Stoddard to the rack. Jaden French says, "Get that out of here," as he swats that one away. Cardinals maintain a 10-point lead. Taking a seat on the bench is Messiah Anderson. Stoddard from deep for a 3. Air ball. As the Cardinals maintain their 10-point advantage. Checking back in for the Panthers is number 13, Gabriel Bird. Hayes with possession out to Montgomery. Montgomery back to Hayes. Hayes to Montgomery. Over to Supreme. Supreme spins in the paint, puts it up. Little help from the glass, not going to work. This is Fabian Spree for the defense well. As Bird has it now. Bird over to Payan, guarded by French. French with the kick out, doesn't work. As Spee has it back to Payan. Over to Fliggins. Out to Bird. Bird over to Fliggins. Fliggins with the shot clock at 5. Fliggins puts it up. No good. Good defense by the Cardinals. McKay Samuels with the rebound. French. Over to McKay Samuels down low. 6'7" Samuels beats out the 6'8" Fabian Spree for the bucket. 47-35 the score. Fliggins. Out to Bird in the corner for 3. He's off. The Cardinals. Cam Hayes has it. Hayes out to midcourt. Out to McKay Samuels. The right hook doesn't go as Bird comes down with the rebound. Gabe Bird out to Payan. Payan over to Anthony Baker, who couldn't get the shot to fall as he tried to windmill at home, and that didn't work. As Long checks back in for the Panthers along with Sila. Catonsville doing a great job at 1, limiting turnovers, and 2, playing great defense when the Panthers have the ball. That's Hayes with possession. Hayes in the paint, puts it out to Anderson. No good. As Bird gets it stolen away. Anderson. Good defense all around by the Cardinals. So they force yet another turnover. That's number 12 for the Panthers. The Panthers can't get anything going against this stifled Cardinal defense. Panthers have yet to get the offense going. Just 2 for 2 so far. Here in the second half, just 2 points on the board as the Cardinals have a 12-point advantage. Montgomery stops, pops, puts it up. This place would have erupted if he got that one. The second chance opportunity doesn't go as Anderson has it now. McKay Samuels flips it out to Hayes. Hayes will set it up. He's looking for Montgomery, who's all alone near midcourt. Out to Hayes. Hayes to the rack. Stolen away by Stoddard. Stoddard to Fliggins. Fliggins all alone to Sila. And Sila's 6'6" frame has no problem getting to the basket. Cam Hayes on the other end puts it up. He's fouled on his way up. Stoddard can't believe it. He's arguing with the referee as he does not agree with the call. Hayes at the free throw line. Gets the first one to go. Hayes now 3 for 3 at the stripe. Checking back in for the Cardinals is Yasir Supreme. On the other end for the Panthers, checking in is Adrian Walls. Hayes. Second attempt. Good. So Hayes 4 for 4 tonight from the stripe. As Walls has possession for the Panthers. Walls, triple teamed by the Cardinal defense. Flips it out to Long for an easy 2. Nothing but net for Diallo Long. Montgomery at half court. Guarded by Siri. Siri had Montgomery guarded, but the ball went out of bounds as Montgomery tried to do too much with it. The 10th turnover of the game for Catonsville. As Panthers have possession. Siri's got it. Siri. Out to Walls, but it was stolen away by Montgomery. Out running with it is Cam Hayes. Lobs it up to Messiah Anderson, who slams it down with the hammer. Messiah Anderson makes it 51-39. This place just erupted. Anderson now with 10 points. Siri's got it for the Panthers. Out to Sila. Sila for 3. Off. Montgomery has it for the Cardinals. Out to Anderson. Anderson to Hayes. Too much. As Foreman had just checked back in. Tried to get the ball from going out of bounds, and he could not do it. Stoddard with possession. Stolen away by Foreman. Hayes out and running. Hayes guarded by Stoddard. Hayes to the basket. Good! Cam Hayes extends his point total to 12. As he pushed Stoddard out of the way to get to the basket. Long has it now. Out to Sila. He can't get it to go. Anderson down with the rebound. Both players fall to the court. Walls clutching the back of his head as he hit the court hard. And play is stopped. Motioning over to the athletic trainer to come out to check them. Walls as he hit the deck pretty hard. Coach Wooten out to check Walls as well. As we'll take an injury timeout from inside the Manley Center. We hope Adrian Walls is good and okay, and both players are asked to take a seat on the sideline as things are not looking good for Walls inside the Manley Center. We'll take a break. Walls able to walk off on his own power. We hope he is okay. We send our best wishes to him as we are back from inside the Manley Center. as Alpha Theum will get possession for the Cardinals as they lead 53-39. Gets it stolen away by Payan. Out to Siri. Cross pass to Long. Long to the rack. He's fouled underneath the basket as Diallo Long will shoot 2. Long. 3 for 4 at the stripe today. Make it 4 for 5. As he gets the first one to fall, checking in for the Cardinals is McKay Samuels. Taking a seat on the bench is Eric Foreman. Long. Gets the second one to go as he's 2 for 2 at that time. 5 for 6. Montgomery with possession for the Cardinals. Montgomery to Theum, too strong of a pass, and the Cardinals are making sloppy passes as Baltimore City is getting back into this one. A note on Adrian Walls. He's a 6'2 freshman guard from Bowie, Maryland. Attended Mount Zion Prep High School. It's a tough loss for the Panthers. It is a bench player, but nonetheless, tough to watch as one of your Baltimore City's top players heads to the locker room with an injury. As at the line will be Jamari Siri. Siri making his first free throw attempt tonight, gets the first one to go. 51% from beyond the at the stripe this season. Second one does not go. McKay Samuels with the tough rebound. Supreme to the rack. No good. Supreme shuffles it out to French. Quiets things down. Out to Supreme for 3 in the corner. Off. Montgomery's got it. Out to French. French to Supreme. To the rack. Good. Yasir Supreme up to 17 points on the night. He leads the team in scoring. Long has it for the Panthers. Out to Sila in the corner. Back to Long underneath the basket, guarded by Supreme. Diallo Long traveled. Took too many backward steps. Cam Hayes out to French. Cross pass to Montgomery. Back to French. Over to Hayes. Hayes gets pushed from behind. No foul called. Fliggins clearly pushed Hayes right in the back. Coach Prelo was not happy. Hayes. Back to French. Supreme with the fake. Supreme spin. Puts it up. No good. He had everything going for him but the ball in the hoop. As Payan to the rack. No good. As he gets held. He's fouled. Checking into the game for the Cardinals is Messiah Anderson. Taking a seat on the bench will be Khalil Montgomery. French has it for the Cardinals. He's guarded by Siri. French down down the court. Gets double teamed. Finds a way out of it. Puts it to Anderson to the rack. He's got it. What a pass. What a finish by Messiah Anderson. Cardinals are clicking offensively. As Fliggins with possession for the Panthers. Over to Payan. DeLong in the corner. Back to Payan. Over to Fliggins. Fliggins puts one up. That one's off. As French out to Hayes down low. Hayes spins. Blocked by Siri as he's out and running with it. Flips it out to Baker. Baker guarded by two Catonsville defenders. Can't put it up. Baker cleans his own miss. He's fouled. Anthony Baker making his first attempt at the stripe tonight. A 53% free throw shooter. Anthony Baker, a 6'4" sophomore from Washington, D.C. by way of Cesar Chavez High School. It's good to go. As Baker, 1 for 2 that time. 57-44. Too strong of a pass from Messiah Anderson. It leads to another turnover. Catonsville's 14th turnover of the night. Payan. Cross pass to Fliggins. It's stolen away, but too many steps by Messiah Anderson. Ref says he fouled. As Jamar Payan goes to the line. Payan, 1 for 1 at the stripe tonight, make it 1 for 2. As Supreme catches the pass, as McKay Samuels has it now, out to Montgomery, who fakes out Siri. Nice pass to McKay Samuels. It was blocked at the last minute. Baltimore City's got it. Fliggins. Too much of that would have been for Fliggins as that ball goes out of bounds. Fliggins with the inbound pass. Diallo long, try to find it as French all alone. Just lays it in, nice and easy. It's 59-44 with 8:20 to play. Siri's got it, back to Payan. In the corner is Fliggins. He's off. Thiem's got it. Out to Montgomery. Deep pass to Messiah Anderson, who slams it down. Diallo Long's got it. Out to Jamari Siri, and Coach Wooten calls timeout. Spoke with Coach Wooten just before tip, and he told me that they have a young team, 4 sophomores, 2 with playing experience, and 2 are managing a learning curve and off the bench from last season. So there's 7 foreigners on the team, as I mentioned in the open, and they're getting used to the speed of the game in America, and they're getting used to the pace of play in America. He said they're continuing to learn and grow in a lot of areas. They play hard. They practice hard. The effort is there. The results might not show, though, with that 3-16 overall record, no conference wins so far this season. But he says it's a matter of putting the pieces together. He's proud of his group. He knows they have a lot of work to do, but he can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, and he can see the progress that they're making. And he knows within the next couple games and maybe by next season, this will be a team that can completely turn around from what they got now. And he sees them going far late down the stretch in the season. He knows time is running out this year, but he hopes for a much better performance next season. Stoddard gets it stolen away briefly as Nearison, who makes his first appearance since the first half, comes in. Nearison up and under, good. What a play by number 11, Sean Nearison. As French has it now, out to Montgomery. Back to Anderson in the corner. Anderson in the paint, puts it out to Thiem for three. Alpha Thiem, too strong on that one. As Nearson's got it, out to Bird. Bird. Over to Stoddard. Out to Nearison. Nearison. Back to Bird. Out to Stoddard. Stoddard. In the paint. A little friendly roll for Baptiste. Baptiste Filippini. As he gets it to go. Outstretched pass to French, who dials up a three, and he nails it. Jaden French, nothing but net. 64-48. French was playing string music from downtown. As Nearison has it for the Cardinals. Out to Baptiste Filippini, who fouled underneath the basket. Filippini will head to the free throw line. He's making his first attempt at the line tonight. The 6'5" winger from Sion, Switzerland. Actually making his first career free throw attempt. He has no free throw attempts this season, and he sinks the first one. Filippini nails both. Cuts the lead to 14. Montgomery over to Supreme. McKay Samuels gets the pass at the last moment, and he traveled. He wasn't expecting the pass, which didn't allow him to set his feet in time, as that pass goes out of bounds, which led to that traveling call. As Bird has it for Baltimore City. Out to Filippini. Filippini spins in the paint, gets it to go. Baptiste Filippini is keeping his Panthers team in it. Hayes has it now. Deep pass to Anderson with the outstretched arms. Puts it at the rack. A foul should have been called there, but to no avail, as Anderson was held by Bird. Bird. Making his first attempt at the free throw line tonight. Gabriel Bird, a 6'2" freshman guard from Owings Mills, Maryland. 69% free throw shooter. Makes it a 10-point game with 5 minutes to play. Montgomery's got it. Out to Anderson, guarded by Stoddard. Messiah Anderson. Over to Hayes. Hayes. Back to Supreme. Supreme. Over to Anderson. Over to Montgomery. Montgomery to the rack. He was looking for Anderson. Those two couldn't connect as that ball goes out of bounds. Bird has it now. Bird out to Nearison. Nearison to Filippini. Over to Stoddard. Stoddard. Nice pass to Filippini off the head of Hayes. And back into the arms of Catonsville. Montgomery over to Hayes. Hayes. Back to Supreme for a three. No good. Baltimore City with possession as Nearson and McKay Samuels tie up down low. As saving it is Filippini. As that ball goes out of bounds. As McKay Samuels and Nearson's legs tangled up. That didn't look good. But both players are walking in okay. As McKay Samuels will take a seat. Stoddard finds Brandon Strong, who just recently checked into the game for his first appearance of the night. Nearison with a friendly roll gets it to go. As Hayes with possession now. We'll get you all caught up on Brandon Strong's numbers in a minute. As Supreme gets stolen away by Stoddard. All alone. Reverse layup, no good. As Bird gets it stripped away by French. French with 3.5 to play. Out to Hayes. Hayes for a three. No good. Nearison for the Baltimore City to the rack. He's fouled. As Nearison goes to the free throw line. Jaden French with the foul. As that's French's second foul on the game. As Sean Nearison will head to the free throw line. Nearison making his first attempt at the stripe tonight. He's a 50% shooter at the stripe, 18 for 33. Misses the first one. Second one is good by Nearison. 64-57, 3:45 to play. French out to Montgomery. Montgomery down low to Supreme. Over to French. Friendly rolls, good. Jaden French now with 12 points on the night. The series got it for the Panthers. Over to Bird, back to Siri. Siri over to Nearison. Nearison guarded by Montgomery, spins. Flips it out to Bird down low as that's out of bounds. Stoddard has it now. Out to Bird. Bird pops up. Can't get it to go. Rebounding it is Catonsville. Anderson. Coach Prelo finally calls a timeout with 2:55 left. He says to quiet his team down. A little too many costly possessions there for Catonsville, as leading Baltimore City to capitalize. Just 3 minutes left to play here. We'll take a look at stats for both squads. Baltimore City just shooting 36% from the floor. On the other side for the Cardinals, they're shooting 45% from the floor. 29% from beyond the arc. Fairly decent job at the free throw line, shooting 65%. Baltimore City has 20 turnovers to Catonsville 17. Yasir Supreme leads the Cardinals with 19 points. On the other side is Diallo Long leads with 11. Long is a bench player for the Panthers, as their leading scorer, Juriam Fabian Spee, has been limited to 2 points on the night. As time's starting to tick down here inside the Manley Center. 66-57 our score. 2:55 left to play. Supreme throws the inbounds of French. Back to Supreme. And Gabe Bird tried to steal it away. Said foul will be on Bird. That will be Bird's first foul on the game. And Messiah Anderson gets the bucket to go and the foul, so an and one opportunity as Messiah Anderson will head to the line for the three-point play. 68-57. .245 on the game clock. It's good. Three-point play is successful. 69-57, 12-point advantage for the Cardinals. Bird down low to Stoddard. Stoddard stolen away by the Cardinals and Anderson. Supreme, as Cam Hayes is fouled. He was pushed by Gabe Bird at the end of that play. Is Cam Hayes at the line. Hayes, 4 for 4 tonight from the stripe. Checking in for Baltimore City is Jamar Payen. Hayes, 5 for 5 from the stripe. One more for Hayes. Make it 6 for 6. Got it. 71-57 our score. Catonsville extends their lead to 15. Siri to the rack. Good. As Montgomery has it now. Out to Anderson. Over to Supreme. Supreme. Cross pass to Hayes. Spots up for a three. Not going to make it that time. As Payen has possession for the Panthers. He goes coast to coast. He gets it to go. 71-61. This is a 10-point game all of a sudden, as Coach Wooten calls timeout. As we will take a quick break from inside the Manley Center. Our score 71-61 with just over 2 minutes to play. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to Catonsville. Cam Crossett with you. Cam Hayes with the inbound over to Jaden French. French back to Montgomery. Montgomery deep pass to French. French at midcourt trying to settle things down. Just under 2 to play. French to Montgomery. over to Hayes. Stolen away by Payan. Siri's out and running with it. Siri to the rack. Too strong. Gets his own miss. Puts up the shot. Doesn't fall in the basket, but a foul is called. As Siri 1 for 2 at the stripe tonight. 5 points on the evening. In his first attempt, went 1 for 2. First one is off. Now 1 for 3. Second one falls. 71-62 to score. Timeout called by Coach Prelo. He wants to talk things over with just over 90 seconds to play. His Cardinals lead by 9. We'll take a short break from inside the Manley Center. We'll be back. Welcome back to Catonsville. Montgomery out and running with it for the Cardinals. Chased heavily by Siri. Montgomery flips it out to Anderson. Anderson, guarded by 2 Panther defenders. Traveled as he was trying to get the pass off. As Baltimore City will regain possession. Stoddard will throw the inbound to Payan. Over to Stoddard. He has Filippini down low, stolen away by French. French gets his 6'2 frame in there to steal the pass away. Jaden French, stop, pop, thought about it. He's double teamed. Goes to the court. That's swapped by Sean Nearison. Allows TJ Prelude to call yet another timeout. It's a full media timeout for Catonsville as they're going to talk things over, leading 71-62. We'll be back from inside the Manley Center. Keep it right here on CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Manley Center. Cam Crossett with you. Tighten your seatbelts because this is going to be a fun last minute of play here. 55 seconds left. Cardinals lead by 9. Make that 11 as Jaden French takes a big-time shot to make it a double-digit ball game as Nearison has it for the Panthers. Out to Siri. Puts it up. Anderson comes down with it. 32 on the game clock. 25 on the shot clock. Hayes spins, double teamed. Baltimore City has to follow if they want to have a chance. Hayes all alone is Supreme down low, making a 13-point ball game. That's going to put the finishing touches on this one. Just 14 seconds left. As Payan will make it an 11-point ball game with 9 seconds to play. And then Siri with 3.1 makes it an 8-point game. Ball stolen away. Clock still running. Horn sounds. Game over. Catonsville gets the victory. 75-66. Our final score, a big performance out the hands of Yasir Supreme as Catonsville wins the Battle of Baltimore as they take down Baltimore City by a final score of 75-66. Yasir Supreme leads the Cardinals with 21 points. On the other side, Jamar Payan led with 15 points. And Baltimore City had 22 turnovers to Catonsville's 20, as they went 5 of 18 from beyond the arc and 47% from the floor. On the other side, for the Panthers, they went 40% from the floor, 1 of 14 from three-point lane. And they have a couple days off before they host TPLS next Wednesday night at 6 p.m. here inside the Manley Center. Well, for all of us here in Catonsville, our athletic director Leslie Ray and Casey Gronwald, we thank you so much for watching and have a great weekend. So long from Catonsville. Cam Crosset signing off.